Hello, welcome to the next lecture. And this lecture here we studied about the operations on sets. In earlier lecture we studied about the sets and types of sets. So now here we talk about the operations on sets. So what are these operations? Union, intersection, complements, difference and symmetric difference. So now come to the point first, union. So what is the union of two sets? We suppose that we have two sets A and B. So the union of these sets is represented by A union B. This sign represents the union. So what is the A union B? In which we have the all elements of A and B both. So that is our the union. And the symbolic representation of union is A union B. We can write that X such that X belongs to A or X belongs to B. Means we have to take all elements in A union B, that is in A or in B. So this is our the union. Now let's take an example for this. If we have the set A, the elements 1, 2, 3, and B set is the elements 3, 4, 5. So what will be the union? The A union B is now the all elements of A and B. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this is the A union B. So now we can also represent the union by the Venn diagram. So what is the Venn diagram of A union B? Here we take this rectangular box for our universal set, because our all sets belongs to the universal set. So here we have two sets A and B. So what is the representation of A union B? We have to take all the elements of A and all the elements of B. So this shaded region is our the A union B. Clear now? Next, come to the intersection. So what is the intersection? If we have the two sets A and B, then we represent our intersection like this: A intersection B. So what elements will become in intersection B? The common elements which are in A and B, the common elements of A and B, that is in our the intersection. So we can represent by symbolically the intersection is A intersection B, X such that X belongs to A and X belongs to B. Why we use here and? Because we have to take the common elements of A and B. So we have to take that element in A intersection B which is in A and also in B. So that is our the intersection. So now let's take an example for this. If we have the set A 1, 2, 3 elements and B set have the elements 3, 4, 5. So what will be the intersection here? Here A intersection B is, what is the common element? Here our common element is 3. So our intersection B is 3. So now what is the Venn diagram representation of this? Here this is our the universal set. So now these A and B are our two sets. So what will be the common part? This region is our the common of A and B. So this shaded region represents our the A intersection B. Clear now? And if suppose we take another example for this here. Suppose if we say that our A set elements are uh, 1, 2, 3, right? And we take suppose are the B set in which we have the elements are suppose 4, 5, 6. So in this case what is the A intersection B? What will be the intersection B here? Because here we see that no common elements between A and B. So what will be the intersection B? So here A intersection B, that is what? Empty set or the phi. So we can represent this is by our empty set. So this A intersection B is phi. Clear now? Okay. So now next we have a one theorem is here that for any two sets A and B, we have this property A intersection B is a subset of A and A is a subset of A union B. And second one is A intersection B is a subset of B and B is a subset of A union B. You can prove this. You can show this that A intersection B is obviously, if you clearly read about the definitions of union and intersection, then you can see that this is true. A intersection B is a subset of A. Why? How this is? You can see like that. Here, suppose first we see that we have to show that A intersection B is a subset of A. How? So here, if we take, suppose, uh, let we take the x elements that is belongs to our A A intersection B, right? If we take our x element that is belongs that A intersection B, means every element of x in A intersection B, x intersection B, right? We take that every element x in A intersection B that belongs to both A and B, right? That belongs to both A and B. So AX belongs to A intersection B. So now if we take X element that is both in A and B, so we can write that our X, it is what belongs to A, and our X belongs to B, right? So x belongs to A in case and this case intersection, and x belongs to B, right? If we have this, then we say that our A intersection B is a subset of A, right? Because we take an element x that is in A intersection B, right? So if that element is A intersection B, it's obvious that that is x belongs to A and x belongs to B. So from this we can say that x A intersection B is a subset of A. A intersection B is a subset of A. Our A intersection B, that is a subset of intersection B is a subset of A, right? A intersection B is subset of A, means you have this part A intersection B is a subset of A. Similarly, you can show that, and here we see that A intersection B is again, if we talk this A intersection B is a subset of B. Also, we can write that A intersection A intersection B is also the subset of B, right? Means A intersection B is a subset of B. Clear now? Next, next we see that for A subset, is it A subset of A union B? So how can you show this? So here, if again we take that X elements that is are belongs to A union B, right? A union B, right? X belongs to A union B, means what is this mean? It means that X belongs to A or X belongs to B, right? X belongs to A, or, right? Or X belongs to B. Because what is the definition of union? That if X elements belongs to A union B, it means that X belongs to A or X belongs to B, right? So hence every element in A belongs to A union B, right? every elements of A belongs to A union B, and here we see that every element of B belongs to A union B, right? So you can write this that every element of every element in A belongs to A union B, right? Every element is A union B. Next, similarly, you can write that every element in B belongs to A union B, right? Every element in B belongs to A. Every element in B belongs to again A union B, right? So from this we say that A is a subset of A union B, right? We say that A is subset of A union B, right? And we also can write that B is subset of A union B. Clear now? So A is a subset of A union B and B is a subset of A union B. Like that. So from these two we can say that this property hold these properties. Clear now? Okay. So now next is the our is complement. So what is the complement? Here if we have a set A, so the complement of A, so we have to take here the complement. So we have to take here the universal set. So with respect to universal set, it is denoted by A bar. Here we can represent many types of we can get the representation of intersect complement by many types. Means you can represent the complement representation. You can write that a here this is A bar or A complement, or you also can represent this A dash. This is also are the complement, right? Or you can write that the here this is A complement, right? So A bar, and this is the set universal set of minus A, U minus A. So our A complement is X such that X belongs to U and X doesn't belongs to A. So that represents are the complement, and we can represent the complement by A bar or A complement, A power C means A complement or A dash. So now let's take an example of this. If we have the U is the positive integer set less than 100. This is the universal set. So what will be the complement of this set? Our given set is X such that X greater than 70. So what will be the complement of this? The complement of this that we have the X element in the complement that is less than equal to 70. Right? So this is the complement. So by the Venn diagram, how we can show this? This our rectangular part is our the universal set, and this A is our the given set. So what is the A complement? A complement, that is remaining part of the A. So this shaded region represents the complement. Clear now? Next come to the point difference. So if we have the two sets A and B, then the difference of A and B is it is denoted by A minus B. And what is A minus B? Is the set containing the elements A that are not in B. So what will be elements in the difference A minus B? A minus B, we have those elements which are only which are not in B. only in A. So the representation of this A minus B is X, such that X belongs to A and X doesn't belongs to B. So we have to take only those elements which are not in B. So that is our the difference. So, and also here we can if this difference we can also say that this is the complement of B with respect to A. We can say this or not. Here we say that the difference, this difference of A and B, this is also called the complement. This is also called the complement of B with respect to A. We can say this with respect to A, this difference. Why? Because what is the complement? That X belongs to union and X doesn't belongs to A, and here we have X belongs to A and X doesn't belongs to B. It means that B is the complement with respect to A. We can also say this, right? And what is the Venn diagram of a difference? Here this is are the universal set and these are the A and B sets. So we have to take the A minus B the elements which is only in A, not in B. So this shaded region represents are the A minus B. Next come to the point symmetric difference. So what is the symmetric difference? The symmetric difference of A and B, and here it is denoted by A delta B, right? A delta B. This is the set. How to find difference, symmetric difference A delta B is, you have to calculate here A minus B union of B minus A. So for this, first you have to calculate A minus B, B minus A, then we have to take the union of both of these. So these are the symmetric difference. So if we have the example, we have the universal set 0 to 10 elements, and A set is 1 to 5 elements and B set is 4 to 8 elements. So what will be the symmetric difference? A delta B is here 1, 2, these elements are 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. How? How we have these elements? You can show this, you can calculate this. These elements A, B, A delta B. So how to calculate our A delta B? So our A delta B, uh, you can represent this like that, symmetric difference. We can write this symmetric symmetric difference, symmetric difference of A and B. So what is the symmetric difference of A and B? That is, we have to calculate A minus B union B minus A. B minus A, right? So here, what is this? A minus B. So what will be the elements in A minus B? Which is not, we have to check the elements of A which are not in B. So here we see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here we see that 4, 5. 4, 5 elements are in A and B also. But we have to remove these 4, 5 in our A minus B because these are in the elements of B. So our the remaining elements are 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So this is our the A minus B. Now we have to take the union and we have to B minus A. What will be our B minus A? In B minus A, we have to remove the all elements of A and the remaining elements which in B, this is our the B minus A. So let's see here B as 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what is the elements of A? These 4, 5. 4, 5 elements are for the elements of A. So remaining elements are here 6, 7, 8. So this is our B minus A. So when we take the union of this, What will be the union of this? We have to take all the elements 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. So this is our the symmetric difference 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. Clear now how to calculate this? And the Venn diagram representation of this is are the universal set, these are the two sets A and B. So we have to take the symmetric difference A delta B, which is A part that is not B, B part where is not A. So this shaded region represents our the symmetric difference. Clear now? Okay. So these are the operations of the sets. Now next come to the points laws of the algebra of sets. So we have here the some laws. So you have to remember these laws. Our first law is idempotent law. What is the idempotent law? Here we take the laws of union and with the intersection. So A union A is equal to A intersection A is equal to A. You can show this also. And what is the associative law? A union B union C. Here, if we take A union B union C. Similarly, in the intersection. Commutative law, A union B is equal to B union A intersection B is equal to B intersection A. Distributive law, A union B intersection C, this is equal to A union B intersection A union C, like in intersection. Identity laws, in identity law, if we take suppose the union with A of the phi, so what will be our A, right? And if we take the intersection of the union, so this will be A. And A union of universal set, that will be universal set. A intersection phi will be phi. Involution law, if we take suppose the complement of the complement, so that will be our A set. Next is the complement laws. Complement laws, if A union A complement, what will it will be? Universal set. And A intersection A complement, it will be phi. And if we take the universal set complement, so obviously that will be the phi. And if we take the phi complement, that will be our universal set. Next is the De Morgan's law, and this is the very important law. Here, A union B complement, this is equal to A complement intersection B complement. Similarly, A intersection B complement, it is equal to A complement union B complement. Right? So you have to remember these laws, and we can prove these laws. So in earlier you studied that in your previous class that you can show this by, if you take some elements in A set and some elements in B sets, then you can prove this. But here you have to not assume yourself that these elements are in A and these elements in B, and then you calculate intersection, union, complement, and find the prove to your relation. So here you have to prove your relations by this in the symbolic form. So how to show this? I show here some properties. So and further you have to do yourself. So first, suppose here we show here that the proof of distributive law, first part. So what was our distributive law? A union B intersection C is equal to A union B intersection A union C. So how to prove this? You have to see this is carefully ki how to show this. So uh, earlier I told you that if we have to prove we have to show that two sets are equal. So what we have to show? We have to show that if A is a subset of B, B is a subset of A, then we say that A is equal to B. So here this is our complete set, this is our the set. So for here we have to prove this. First we have to show that this left part is a subset of this right part, and this right part is a subset of the left part. Then we can say that this is equal to this. So for this, here we assume that our x elements, that is belongs to our A union B intersection C. So if we see that if x elements n elements belongs to this set, and we can we show that this element also belongs to this set, so we can say that this is the subset of this. So now let's take that x belongs to A union B intersection C. So we studied about the property of union. If we have the union, then we use OR. So x belongs to A or x belongs to B intersection C. Now apply here the intersection property, x belongs to A or x belongs to B, and x belongs to a intersection a, x belongs to c. So x belongs to A or x belongs to B, we can write this, and x belongs to A or x belongs to C. Now x belongs to OR. What is the meaning of OR? A union B. So we can write this, x belongs to A union B and x belongs to A union C. So now and means intersection. So x belongs to A union B intersection A union C. Right? So here we say that x belongs to this and we show that x belongs to this. So we say that this is a subset of this part. This is a subset of this. So these are our first part. Second part, conversely, you have to take that we assume that our x belongs to this part, A union B intersection A union C. So let's, you have to take just opposite of this, but you have to show this. Not only you have to show this and like write that similarly you have this. No, you have to show this. X belongs to A union B and x belongs to A union C. So now use union, x belongs to A or x belongs to B and x belongs to A or x belongs to C. Now similarly this is just opposite of this. You have to show that this is a subset of this part. So if from first and second we say that this set is equal to the this set. So like that you have to prove, right? So you can prove all the laws like that, and other property if you have given, so you can prove like that. So here again we show that the De Morgan's law, the first part, A intersection B complement is equal to A complement intersection B complement. Here some different points, so I show you here. First we suppose that x belongs to A union B complement. So x, if a an element belongs to complement, it means that that element doesn't belongs to that set, right? So x doesn't belongs to A union B. If we have the doesn't belongs to, that element doesn't, so union is convert into A, and otherwise what is the definition of union? That is or. But here the element doesn't belongs to this, it means that you have to use and in place of union. So x doesn't belongs to A and x doesn't belongs to B. Now if x doesn't belongs to A, it means that that is belongs to A complement, and x doesn't belongs to B, it means that x belongs to B complement. So now use and, so it is x belongs to A dash intersection B dash. So it means that this is the subset of this. Similarly, conversely, you have to do this like that, and this will show that A union B complement is equal to A dash intersection B dash, A complement intersection B complement. Clear now? So like that you have to try to prove all these laws by this method. Clearly? Okay, so now today's lecture is completed now.